All right, listen up, powerhouse leaders. If you're ready to shake up your mindset, turbocharge your success, and turn someday into right now, you are in for a real treat. Today, we're rolling out the red carpet for a true game changer, Dr. Behnam Bakhshandeh. He's not just a speaker, coach, and trainer. He a result producing machine with a PhD in workforce education and development from Penn State. Since 2001, he's been transforming businesses, rewiring mindsets, and helping tens of thousands of people unlock their full potential, success, and peace of mind. Yes, we can have all three. With a whopping 14 books under his belt, a deep dive into psychology, philosophy, ontology, and a knack for making massive shifts happen in record time. This man doesn't just talk about transformation, he makes it inevitable. So buckle up because Dr. Benam is about to drop some wisdom bombs that will have you rethink everything. Let's go.
Welcome to Power Your Profits podcast, your friendly guide in bringing your business revenue to the next level. Listen as host Dr. Sudie Carder hears inspiring stories of success from her fellow entrepreneurs and transformational leaders. Prepare to make significant change to your strategies as they unravel the secrets of building multi-million-dollar businesses and the most effective tips on finance, marketing, and sales accountability. If you want to take your first steps towards explosive business growth, this podcast is for you. Without further ado, here is your host, Dr. Susie.
Thank you, Dr. Benam, for being here. I'm so excited. Many of you don't know, but Dr. Benam has been my coach for years. We say he's a brother from another mother, but how we met was he was my coach, right? Personal development, business development, came into our company, helped transform our company, helped transform me, right? Took his size 12 shoe, whatever size it was, and
Thank you, Susie. Thank you very much. You're so kind. You're so generous. And I'm always inspired by your energy and who you are. It's just terrific. It's just awesome. And you are one of the clients who was really easy to coach because you wanted it. You wanted it and
I
you were
did.
asking for it.
I'm like, easy. I was crying every time we got together. I'm like, Jesus, suck it up, cupcake.
No, but here you are making a difference in thousands of people's life and businesses,
Yes.
making them to accumulate wealth by what they do and get kind of satisfaction for their efforts. And more power to you. Good for you.
Good for us, my friend. Well, let's talk about, because I think people don't really understand the coaching world because everybody's a coach now. And this is so completely different. Like I am the woman, the businesswoman I am because I had Benham on my side, coaching myself and my team. So what is transformational coaching and why does it feel like the secret sauce for success that most people don't even really know they need?
Yes, well, that's by itself. What is transformational, or in some literature they call it transformative coaching, is the easiest way I can explain it is to explain what is not,
Yes.
which is transactional coaching. Many people haven't even heard that.
Right.
But transactional coaching is based on the assumption of an individual can come with the idea of what they need to do to transform their current state of being, and in no shape or form transactional coaching allow coach to get to the psyche of the client, their state of being in terms of psychology and ontological approach. So now let's flip this. The other side of it is transformational coaching, which is concentrate on the assumption of who you are being determine what you do, not you just doing things, right? So in transformational coaching, coach ask more questions, provide more inquiry to what was your choices that brought you here? And you know better than anybody else. Nobody wants to be responsible for the choices they made.
Right.
Always blame something or somewhat, something or something, somewhere, and someone outside their own accountability. So for transformational coaching to work, there's four corners need to be established first. Is one, somebody wants to be coached. Somebody have vision, have that inspiration and a vision to get somewhere, right? They have external accountability. It means, for example, in our relationship, I was the external accountability. You were accountable to me to make a report or come and answer these inquiries, start thinking inside that inquiries. And then they are requests to be coached. Request to be coached is like, I give you permission to coach me, right? Now, in
Yeah.
my style of coaching, I tell people who their request for transformational coaching is, okay, our relationship is like a tripod. First
Yeah.
leg is leg of respect. I respect you for what you want from me,
Yeah.
and your respect to me show up as you follow my lead. Because if
Yeah.
you could do it by yourself, you have done it by now. Not like you are not capable, or you're not accountable, or you're not educated or experienced. But it's so easy, someone who have no external accountability hide.
Yes.
People go to group events, to group coaching. It's much easier to hide.
Yes.
Raise your hand, don't say anything. But
Right.
one-on-one, where do you go, sister?
No hiding. No hiding from Benham.
Or any other coach, I
Right.
appreciate you. But then respect to your coach showed as you follow the lead, you do the work.
Yes.
And then trust. Trust is big.
Yes.
Trust need to be earned. And my thing to people who work with me is, do you have any evidence to not trust me? Like
Right.
you're going out. Do you have any evidence to not trust me? You might build up lack or more of the trust as we go through the process. But I trust you that you will tell me the truth.
Yes.
Because if you hide, nobody can make a difference for you. And then I would say that always. I never ask you to do anything against the law, against your faith, against morale, against ethics. I'm not going to ask you to go on the dining table and dance in a bar. No. But I will ask you to call that person that you avoid for the last 10 years.
Right.
That would be very unreasonable, right? And
Yeah.
people are scared. And the third leg is leg of relationship between coach and coachee. We are not father and son. We are not husband and wife. We are not cousins. We might be like you and your ex-husband. We were friends
Yeah.
also, but that need to be separated. So the coach need to swing. For transformational coaching, coach need to really get in, get deep and dirty, right? So that in a small shell, that is what transformational coaching is. And as you said, many people call themselves coach. I appreciate for some degree when people put the subtitle, their financial coach, their relationship coach, their productivity coach, whereas, oh, I'm a coach. Let's come and I'll coach you. As a joke, I always said, I go to Southern California, I threw a rock, I hit three coaches. So
Right.
that is no taking away from some people and individuals who really invested time and effort and learning and looking at oneself first.
Yeah.
Who am I to coach you? Do I know myself? Which is self-awareness. That is the key factor of transformative coaching. When someone starts digging into self-awareness and knowing one. So I can talk about that for 3 days on the road, but I hope I answered your question.
Well, let's talk about the difference between performance coaching and performance consulting, right? Because you talk about both, and what's the difference between the two, and why should leaders care about it, and why should they care about which one they're using?
All right. Transform by definitions, transform performance coaching is designed for individuals.
Yes.
So you might go to organization as you do, a small organization, family business, that have up to 5, 10, 20, 50 people, right? Or medium-sized organization that have over 2,000 employees. Let me step back a little bit. No organization built without individuals. Individuals make organization, make teams, groups, departments, and organization. So performance coaching is work of a coach with the individual on their productivity. What's stopping you to be productive, right? That in different approach we call directive coaching. Directive coaching is when the coach provide correction actions. Coach provide advice and guidance. Coach provides tell coachee what to do. And usually they are subject matter expert, right?
Yes.
Let's say I go to a business of welding. I used to be a professional welder myself when I was younger. I can coach a welder how to perform, to be more effective, to pass the test, because they do the X-ray on a professional coaching, and there should be no air bubbles in the weld. So there is a techniques that me as a directive coaching, I can work with the coach on performance coaching. Now, on the contract, the coaching performance consulting is about the organization that these individuals build, team, group, departments. So performance consulting work on what is the company's vision, what is the company's strategy, what is the company's performance, are we hitting our targets or not, what's in the way. And as we are consulting with the organization, we do also at the same time provide indirective, non-directive or indirective coaching, which is open inquiries, asking questions, improving the mindset and attitude, ask coaches to come with an idea, right? And
Yes.
usually indirective coaching is not a subject matter expert. I have worked with the food industries. As you know, I have done a lot of work in the beauty industries, with the salons, and with the manufacturers. I work in the car industries, just name it, so many real estate. And people ask me, how much you know about the food production? Nothing, zero. How
Right.
much you know about beauty industry? Nothing. Once a month I show up, I pay my fee, I'm gonna give good tip. I buy a product because I don't make her happy, right? but what you do is none of my business. Who
Right.
you are being while you're doing what you do become my business. And now I'm gonna bring this back to definition of transformational coaching and transactional coaching. Transactional coaching, as I said, is about doing. I call it is about drama, about the situation. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. Oh dear, why this always happen to me? Drama. And the situation is, why this happen here? Why it never happened somewhere else, right? So they're looking at finding a way out of the situation they are based off what they know at that moment. Now, transformational coaching is about choices and opportunity. What do I have as a choice now to deal with this? What kind of choices brought me here? What's the opportunity here? What opportunity did I miss? That need transformational thinking. So same concept, you bring it to performance coaching, right? Which I
Yeah.
bet you do yourself when you
Yes.
work with the individuals to impact their business, which is performance consulting. Again, I hope I answered the question.
You did. So let's talk about the power of choice in creating change. What's one powerful choice that you made that completely shifted the trajectory of your own life and your business?
The choice was to accept who I am, not trying to be somebody which I'm not. In other words, I try to fit in. I came to the United States in April 22nd, 1986. Next year is 40 years I'm here. I was 29 years old. I was not speaking English, a little bit. Where can I eat? Where can I pump gas and stuff like that?
Right.
And I had $100 in my pocket. I tried to fit in. Why? Change my name to Ben or Benny. For years you called me Benny, right? For first 3 years I was Ben. Don't use my last name. It's too long. It's too confusing. Kind of hiding, not saying where I come from, right?
Yes.
Years later, when I look at it, when I went to the layers of transformational coaching, I realized that avoiding who I really am versus trying to be something else. Now I can say I'm a proud Iranian American.
Yes.
I was born and raised in Iran. I love it. It's the country I raised with. It's the country my parents raised with. I love the food. I love the relationships. I love the music. I love the dance. I love the history, poetry, art, everything. At the same time, I'm a proud American.
Yes.
I'm proud of the opportunity that United States provide for its citizens, opportunity to grow, opportunity to build something out of themselves. I did my first public event 7 years later after I arrived. I got my doctoral degree in organization development. Um, I have three beautiful children and three beautiful stepchildren, six gorgeous grandchildren, and two on the way. So by August, we are at 8 grandchildren. I'm blessed.
Yes.
I'm blessed because I accept who I am and who I become. Iranian born person, a welder when I came to the United States and work, to become a coach and consultant, American. I'm proud to be both. And I tell my clients, I speak English and you pay me to listen to me. What's your problem? What's stopping you?
Yeah.
That state of being that I don't get it. I'm too old. It's too late.
Right.
Just breakthrough. By the way, it's continuous. You have to keep working on it. It's a journey. This is not a destination. Oh, I'm done. I'm transformed.
Right.
In
No.
every level. I promise you, you have dealt with the level of your business, scaling your business. You're going from 1 million company to 5 million company, different ball of wax. You go to $20 million company, all different game. You have to transform, Susie, by day. Keep going.
You're listening to another episode of Power Your Profits podcast. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors. Are you tired of struggling to take your business to the next level? Power Your Profits is the game-changing book you've been waiting for. Dr. Sudie Carder, creator of the Predictable Success Method, reveals her proven strategies for explosive growth. From daily operations to marketing systems, this comprehensive guide empowers you to achieve predictable revenue and profit growth. Don't miss out on this invaluable wisdom. Transform your business today. Find your copy at books.poweryourprofits.com. Overwhelmed by the complexity of business profit strategies? Jump aboard the Bullet Train to Big Profits course, a streamlined solution by Dr. Sudie Carder. This course is designed to uncomplicate the path to profitability. Imagine being able to identify and execute profit strategies with ease, skyrocketing your revenues. Visit course.poweryourprofits.com and sign up for the Bullet Train to Big Profits course today.
Well, you do think you're done, and then you get hit with, I've
bam!
already dealt with this, but it runs you over like a Mack truck going, well, I guess I need more work done in it.
Oh, I'm done. I'm a great coach. Look, I got my PhD now. No, the game is different. The water is depth of water is different.
Yes. It's
Totally.
so true. It's like,
Totally.
I'm still here, but they always say, next level, next devil, right? Because it comes right back up again. And so I think
you
that
jump into drama. I can't believe I have to work so hard. Do I have to get another degree? Oh my God, I need to get another certification. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To stay relevant, right? If you want to
It,
stay
it's
relevant.
amazing. It's amazing.
So let's talk about that because I think so many leaders, we do get stuck, we do get unmotivated. What's the first thing we should do to shake things up and create more momentum and not being staying stuck?
For the business,
It's all of it.
yeah. Well, on the personal level, again, accepting who you are, not trying to be somebody you are not, accepting your shortcomings in terms of what you know and what you need to know. You can't do everything yourself. You cannot be the business manager, business owner, supervisor, and accountant, and delivery man, and producing. You have, as you growing, you need to give accountability away, but you have to be responsible for the quality of work that you're accepting from people, right?
Yes.
The, you know better. They call it working on your business versus working in your business, right? And in terms of business, you have to have a vision. Without vision, it's just dark, shooting in the dark.
Right.
Shooting in the dark. If when you have a vision, that vision give you the state of being, who I am being to fulfill this vision. And the mission is the structure to make that vision realized. Many companies, they have just only mission statement, which is great. If you read it, it's clearly defined what this company is doing, what is their goals, what are they aiming. Versus the vision is a much bigger picture. Vision is like we are traveling to going east. All right, mission is let's rent a car and drive. You're going east. Where are you going to hit first? Oh, ocean. I can't drive across the ocean. Now let's get the boat. Let's get a ticket with a big vessel and cross the ocean. So when you go east, where are you going to hit next? Oh, Europe. All right, now I need some book to translate the language. But you keep going through this mission to fulfill that vision called we are going east. Is east the destination? No, it's a circulation. You keep going,
Right.
you keep going, you keep going. But inside that, you fulfill your mission statement. But before you creating a vision, you need to truthfully deal with what are your principles, values? What are you valuing? What is this company is about? I don't care if you sell donut or you pump gas or you're a medical doctor. It doesn't matter. What is the principal values that you can use to really creating that vision? I remember you did for the other company that you sold very successfully, right?
Yeah.
You had a vision was inspiring. Okay, this company is not about the hairstyle or it's about the product. It's about creating individuals so powerfully, helping them to their business grow. This is what you do right now. People
Yes.
come to you and you working on them. And if they have a vision, it's half of the battle. If
Yes.
they know what are they valuing, these values could be related to their faith, could be related to their upbringing, could be related to their political view, could be related to their social view. All these things determine what am I valuing.
Yes.
Again, I hope I make sense.
Yeah. It totally makes sense, right? Because those help you make decisions. I think people, we create the vision, the mission, the values, we stick it on a wall, right? And then
Yeah,
people never look at it again. No, we've got to live those things. And in my personal life, right? I have a vision for every single area of my life, from my intellect, my education, my integrity, my character, my family, my relationship, my physical health, my wealth, right? I broke it down into every piece of it to so when I get lost, because I do, when I get stuck, because I do, I go back to what did I say that I wanted? And then every year I'm tweaking it. Is that still relevant today? Right? Is that still purposeful for me today? I realized I was in a course and we did the values exercise, right? And,
yes,
we wrote our values, and one of my top values is family. And, we're all proud sharing it. And she goes, great. Now, what is the specific intentional action you do to create that? Well, I see my family a lot. I do a lot with my family, but it was not intentional, specific action. It was like, oh, okay, I'll go this weekend. Oh, okay, I'll, call Megan. Oh, okay, I'll call Amanda. Versus the intention of it, of going, let's plan it. Let's really make it a plan versus I always made it a priority and made it happen, but there was no plan around it. And so just to sit back and go, oh, I'm kind of full of shit. I didn't know, right? You say health is important, but you're eating Doritos or something. I don't know, right?
Oh yeah,
Chip salsa and margaritas,
oh
right?
yeah,
To go,
oh
wait,
yeah.
but is that really a value, or is it just nice to be on a piece of paper or on a wall or in a book or whatever that is?
Oh yeah, you have to face your integrity.
Yes.
And that is like the alien on your face
Yeah.
sometimes. You can fool many people, but you can't fool yourself. You look at the mirror, you know the depth of how much you've done or not. No.
Well, I
Anyway,
think you talk about it very clearly. Integrity isn't right, wrong, right?
no.
I think that was one of the distinctions I really got from you is integrity is a place to stand, integrity is a place to be, integrity is are you doing the things you say that you're going to do, and you'll always be out of integrity, right? Because you say something, do something, and to go, oh, or I would make it if you said you don't have integrity, I would get so mad at you. Yes, I do. What are you talking about? You're like, okay, your righteousness is in your way.
Yeah, you might, for anybody, but they might do ethical things. But sometimes they do ethical things in order, and that is out of integrity. So you got to be true to yourself. Again, this could be talk about this for long hours about the place of integrity in our life. But the funny thing is, when you practice integrity, things works,
Yes, they
and
definitely.
they don't come back and bite your butt.
And once you get that distinction, right? Because I think you have a beautiful blend of science, strategy, soul, right? So, how do you balance all those elements when you're coaching high level clients?
Well, let me go back several years when I decided to get my, I came to the United States with master's degree in engineering. But when I sold, I had a construction company, which
Yes.
I sold in '96 to my partner, and I started what I'm doing now in '93. So I realized that I need to learn more scientifically. I had experienced a lot, but so I get my master's in organization development and change. When I got during my doctoral degree, which is organization development, emphasizing on human resources development and organization development, I got so empowered because I learned scientific approach, methodologic approach to what I was doing physically or based on experience. Now, if somebody is in the meat industry, meat packing, I'm saying that because I worked 2 years with the fifth largest meat packing company in my backyard, right here in my neighbor, right? How much you know about meat? I said, it doesn't matter how much I know, how much you know,
Right.
right?
I don't need
So
to know that.
yeah, I learned a lot by asking questions. I didn't know differentiation between red meat when it's granted versus steak versus veal versus chicken versus lamb. The temperature it takes to cook them, and the FDA inspection. I say all these things that if you are in a domain, a certain industry, certain business, even in the industry, there's a sub industries, right? You go to beauty industry, there is a salon operation, there's a product operation, there's manufacturing. Is it including nail? Is it including this and that? Simple examples, right?
Yes.
If you want to run it, you got to be a master of the product. You need to know. You might not know, Mr. Mrs. Salon owner, you might not doing nail, and you better know what it takes to do the nail and do it right so your
Yeah.
client come back and client use the referral, right? In coaching business, you need to expand your own mind. You need to know what is the differentiation between different type of coaching, different models of delivery, different theology of it, different conceptual approach. There is so much. After near 3 decades, I would say I am at maybe 50% of what I need to know. To
Yeah.
maybe I'm not generous to myself, 50%. But it's humbling when you know you don't know, and then
Yeah.
you go and learn. Then you go
Yeah.
and ask questions. Then I read a lot. I mean, there's so much available to learn and expand mind. So to summarize that, to bring the science and experience together required some effort, some
Yeah.
time, some investment, getting some coaching, reading more books, going to courses, listening to podcasts. These days are so, there's so much information in this little device that you can listen to books, what they call it, audiobooks,
Yes.
getting the books and listening to. Oh, I mean, there's non-stop on learning. Learning is one of the main characteristics of leadership. Continuous learning. Are
Yes.
you open to learn? Or because you make your targets every year, I'm
Right.
I'm I'm the big cheese. I know everything. There's no more to learn
Well,
anymore.
it's interesting. I have clients, that are doing 10 million, 50 million, and people go, "Oh, they must really have it together." No, they're just managing more zeros. That's it. Right?
Yes,
They got where they got. And I used to be intimidated because my business didn't do 50 million. And the reality is it's just more zeros. It's the same issues, right? It is a different business, but you have to, like you said, I've got to take responsibility of what am I willing to invest in myself to open myself up to go, what do I need to do differently to manage this business differently?
yes.
I think
And
you see.
we don't know everything, and sometimes I look for myself. I don't want to spend that time and effort to know. Then I have to hire somebody who knows.
Yeah,
Are you willing to pay the cost of somebody else do what you don't want to know and they do it for you? Then you have to be responsible. Oh, bam, you're adding another 20% to your overhead. If you
right.
can be responsible for it, more power to you.
Exactly. Well, so let's play a little game. What's one myth about personal growth or leadership that drives you bananas? And what's the truth you wish everybody would know?
What the myths that drive me banana? Thank you for saying it's myth because it's not reality, right?
Yes.
Is client mindset in the level of either individual or as organization. When they think they know, that driving me crazy. That's okay. If you know, I'm sorry, you know me, I'm a straight. I said,
Yes.
if you know, what am I doing here? Why you hire me to sit here? I
Right.
remember, I cannot mention names or company names,
Yeah.
like you have a confidentiality. That paid me a good money. Team training we do, transformational the team, and the top person in the company keep undermining me, right?
Yeah.
So I, true to my own style, I went sit down and had my coffee. And he kept talking. And I let him hang himself. And after he finished, he looked at me and I said, do you have a question? Why are you looking at me? He said, well, what do you think? I said, about what? Intentionally. He said, about what I said. I said, it doesn't matter to me. Because I bet you have said this before to many of these people in this room. If you have heard this before, raise your hand. The whole room look up. I said, keep it up. Now, Mr. Know It All, turn back and look. How what you know made a difference? They already heard it.
Right.
Basically, they say, blah, 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 blah. Now what? You paid me. Most probably this afternoon, I'm going to play golf with your money. I already had a coffee with your money. I can sit here and listen to more of you, not disrespect, but more of what you know. But if you're willing to know more, I can facilitate approach to you learn more. I'm not saying I know everything, but I can facilitate to
Yeah.
you to as a CEO know more. And that was an amazing breakthrough for him and everybody else because he really showed leadership by not interrupting me when I'm trying to make a difference with him and accepted that he don't know everything. So first thing is when they know everything and when they think they cannot learn. I don't have time. I'm too busy. I'm too old. And all this internal dialogue, I call it inner chatter. I try to differentiate between the internal conversation, which is healthy, it's a human psyche, but then I call it inner chatter because I have a negative characteristics. It's condescending, it's belittling, it's pulling down. I cannot do it. It's too expensive. It's too hard. It's too late. I'm too old. Fill the blank. Given I have witnessed so many breakthrough from people in front of my eyes, right? I wish I could just shake him and say, trust this process, stick to it, don't go away. And there are people who cancel contract walking away. They don't get what they want, or they don't get as fast as they think is available. But
Double download transformation.
oh yeah, I messed up my life for 15 years. Fix me in 5 days.
Yeah.
What? It takes work. That's why I don't do hourly rates. I don't do sessions. It's a program. 3, 5, 6 months. You worked with me for over 2.5 years.
Yes.
Good example. It takes time and effort to transform something, bringing it to the point of productive, the performance change. Because the mindset determines your attitude determines your behavior that end of performance, negative or positive. But anyway.
Well, what I love is when you're a leader, you have to have somebody that's 10 steps ahead of you in different areas, right?
Oh
In
yeah.
business and leadership. And I didn't like it, 9 times out of 10, because I'm in the hot seat first versus I wanted him to fix my team. It's like, great, I'll fix your team. Let's work on you. I'm like, no, I'm good. I remember I went through all these programs. Like, no, Susie.
Oh, look at my stars in my shoulder. Yeah.
And we just kept reinventing because you were willing to tell me the truth. You were willing to have those hard conversations. As I think as leaders, we have so many yes people around us. And I don't need yes people, right? I'm paying those people. I want people who are willing to have uncomfortable conversations, that are willing to push the envelope, that are willing to say, but let's do it this way. And sometimes as leaders, that's scary and uncomfortable, but that's where the growth and development is.
Yes, Susie, that's part of my contract. You remember, I have
Yeah.
a clause that I don't speak politically correct. I don't just give you agreement. Sometimes I make a foul language to make a point faster,
Yes.
and I guarantee your feelings will get hurt. And if you're not willing to sign that contract, I'm not working with you because then I'm shooting myself to the floor. I'm not free to make a difference. I remember a CEO of company asked me, Benam, do you think, what is the biggest problem here? I said, you. He said, what do you mean? I said, you are the biggest problem. You are in the way. You're going out of your way to stop me doing what I get hired to do. Because
Yeah.
you think because you think you've been in the industry for 60 years. Funny thing is, maybe I told you this story before, but the guy was a car collector, gorgeous, beautiful cars.
Yes.
And he had this Chevy 57 that I fall in love with. And I said, hey, such and such, would you try to take your wife with this car and go to Pittsburgh, which is from both sides of Pennsylvania, right? We are this side by near Scranton, and Pittsburgh is like 6 hours drive. He said, no, this car would not make it. I said, that's the way you're running your business. You started 60 years ago, and whatever you collected, accumulated, you want to use today. It doesn't work. So that example literally wake him up to let things happen in a better way.
Sorry, we just had a major earthquake right now, Mike.
No kidding.
Did you see my head moving?
No,
And
I didn't notice.
it's getting all the I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
You're in Oregon, right?
No, I'm in San Diego with the kids. So,
Oh, right now you're saying, oh, in San Diego, it's a regular thing.
oh no, but it shook the whole house. It shook me like
Oh, I'm
sitting here. I'm like,
sorry.
oh, okay, but we're good. Dallas can cut this out. Dallas, sorry, we had an earthquake. Okay, Dr. Benham. So we're wrapping up. Is there anything you wish I would have asked that people need to know?
Uh, I don't think we need to talk more about this topic, but recommendation is to learn more, read more. There is so much available to learning about these things. And my brotherly and professional advice is you don't know everything.
Yes.
Get to learn more about the topics that you are interested about, your business. Allow somebody to make a difference for you, with you, right? And I learned that in a hard way myself. I realized there's so many things that I thought I knew, which was not true. You know, because I like something, it doesn't mean I know everything about it.
Right.
I wish everybody the great success, but allow a professional coach, consultant to walk you through a much bigger game.
And work faster, right? Because you can get through all the
Yes.
things that have stopped you and what people aren't willing to tell you. I think that's, is it Laundry, the Cowboys coach, coach will tell you what you don't want to hear, show you what you don't want to see so you could be the person you knew that you can be. And I think that's what
Amen.
I respect about our relationship is your willingness to say the truth and know there was never any malicious intent. It was always what I said I wanted. And so if you want to work with Benham, and I highly encourage it, right? First of all, my man has 14 books and writing 12 more this year. His contract for 12 more books. That is banana
Yeah,
rambling.
12 more for next 4 years. But
Oh,
yes,
4 years. Okay. Phew. I'm like, dang, go, my brother. Go, my brother. So
no,
how
it's
can people,
amazing. It's
yeah.
such an opportunity to learn more. Half of my time is a research these days and
Yeah.
reading and understanding. Besides, thank you for acknowledging.
So how can people get a hold of you? How can they play with you?
uh, all over the social media, which I have no expertise, whatever. But Coach Benam or Behnam Bakhshandeh, or my business name Primeco, Primeco, education.com. Go to primecoeducation.com. You can read about me. You can see so many testimonials, including Dr. Susie herself. There's a videos, there's things to read, there's a programs to consider. But contact me and we talk about what's in the way and what need to be altered, and we go from there.
Yes. So you guys, if this conversation didn't shake up your mindset or fire you up your ambition, you need to check your pulse because Dr. Benham dropped some serious wisdom. We talked about transformational coaching, leadership that actually inspires, and I'm speaking firsthand, right? And the secret sauce of emotional intelligence. But here's the deal. Knowledge is cute. But action is the game changer. So take something from today's episode and put it into play. And if you love this episode, let's be real. We know we did. I know I did. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Somebody needs to hear Dr. Benham because we need to hear it from different people. I need to hear it different ways. So share it with your powerhouse friends that you know they need support in being a better leader, a better person, a better wife, a better entrepreneur, whatever you're looking to do and really want to make their day. If you want to make my day and Dr. Benham's day, leave a review. Tell us how we blew your mind, right? We see every comment, and this helps bring other game changers into the conversation. So that's a wrap for today. But remember this, greatness doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing and being in radical action. So go out there, make big, bold moves, and we'll see you on the next episode. I'm Dr. Sudie Carder with my brother from another mother, Dr. Benam Bakhshandeh.
Thank you, Susie. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Power Your Profits podcast. Let these building blocks from today's most successful industry leaders equip you with the necessary resources and tools to finally establish the highly profitable business of your dreams. Want to hear more? Listen to more episodes at www.poweryourprofitspodcast.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the show. Now is your time to rise to the top of your game. So be sure to catch our next episode. Until next time.